All right, so right now I'm going to, this is on a 2011 Polaris Ranger. Like I say, my wife and I just bought it, so it's new to us. Having some issues with heat buildup from the motor underneath the seat. As you can tell, it kind of got a little hot right there. Now, question, because I haven't been able to find out anything online, I'm going to call their dealership tomorrow to find out. Is there supposed to be something mounted here? If there is, if anybody knows, just leave me a comment. What I'm going to do right now, though, is I ordered this sound deadening heat shield material that's with an adhesive back off eBay a few days ago, and it came in yesterday. So I'm going to cut a piece of it and put on the bottom of this seat. See if it will help disperse any of the heat buildup and to keep that from happening anymore. That could really make for a real hot seat, no pun intended. So I went over the back of the seat, cleared it with some rubbing alcohol, tried getting grease, grime, and anything that might mess up the adhesion of the material. So let's get started on it. I'm going to pause this here and we'll come back here in a minute. Alright, so this is where we are so far. Just cut a section big enough. Had maybe half an inch of overhang all the way around the edge of the seat. That way when you work it in, you got plenty of edge. You can just come back and trim it to fit. Just do a little bit at a time as you go. I would not recommend pulling the backing off all the way, then laying this up here. You can if you want to. I just don't think that's a good idea. So I'd peel back a little bit, adhere it, work it. Peel back a little bit, adhere it, work it, and continue on till we're about done, which we're about to finish that up. So we'll go ahead and pull the rest of this off, roll it back over. And for the holders, once I got to that position, I just pushed the material over and it punched through, so that's a good thing. Now when I get done with it and get it cut to fit, I'm going to go around the edge with some duct tape, which is that aluminum finish tape that people in the heating and air conditioning business use to seal their joints. And that way I'll have a nice clean edge all the way around with that to really give me a little bit more adhesion to the edge of this material. It is pretty sticky, but you know, like I say, my thing is to get your work area good and clean before you stick it into place. So we'll just go ahead and lay over this, get it lined up, and just shove it on through, clean it off. And then I'll also take that duct tape and go around this edge real good with it when I get done. That way that duct tape will kind of seal this, keep it from tearing. So we'll go ahead and work this into position and get ready to trim the edge off of it. Alright, so we got the heat shield deadening material on there, and just went around with my scissors and trimmed the edge back a little bit. It's not necessarily straight, but there again, I can't cut a straight line to save my life. So what I'm going to do now is just come back with some aluminum backed duct tape and go around this edge and just kind of go right about where the staples are on the material for the seat itself, and just cover the rest of this area without, except for right up in here where the hand grip is to pop the seat loose. Now I'll just kind of go back to this area with the tape and just work my way around, and then I'll go around these holes I punched through for the pins that hold the seat in place and give a little extra stability to the material there and there. So let me go get my tape and we'll get started on that and see how it turns out. Alright, so this stuff, if anybody's not familiar with it, it's essentially aluminum foil with adhesive on the back. This roll is a roll I bought years ago from Harbor Freight. Actually, I think I've had this roll longer than Amazon's been around. Nowadays you can just order it off Amazon or eBay, and that's all it is. It comes with a backing on it. It does tear very easily, so just work with it gently You need to just work in sections at a time, tear it and then lay over it. When I get done with this, I'm going to come back and put another layer on top of it. I'm just kind of getting the edge down first, and then I'll fold it over the heat shield material and just work my way all the way around until I get it done, and then I'll come back and, like I say, put another layer on top of it, and that should be it. So, alright, so I got the first edge on, or the first layer on all the way around the edge. Put some extra around the pins that go into the grommets to hold the seat in place. It turned out pretty good. Like I say, some of the tears, this stuff tears very easy. I did notice on some of this plastic it doesn't seem to stick very well, but it does stick quite well to the vinyl that covers the seat. But I'm going to go ahead and do another edge all the way around and then just fold it over onto the material. You can actually, if you want to, take this and adhere it to this, and it'll just give you another layer of reflective material to kind of keep the heat reflected back away from the seat. I don't know if that's what I'm going to do or not. I haven't thought about it, but I will try it later on just to see how well this holds up. Like I say, I hope this helps anybody. Material ordered off eBay was probably about $24. The duct tape, you know, like I say, this roll came from Harbor Freight. They sell them in a 3-pack. It's usually, I don't even know anymore. I've had this roll for a while. I think I probably paid like $5 maybe for a roll of 3 of them, or a package of 3 of them. They last me for a while. I don't use them a whole lot, just routine stuff around the house, or if I have to do any duct work to my high vac system. So handy stuff to have though. It keeps. So like I said, I hope this helps out. If not, well, hopefully it helps somebody, save somebody a few bucks. So why pay somebody to do something if you can do it for yourself and you have time to do it? Well, y'all have a good day. Thank you.